Yo guys, and welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and in today's video, I would love to do my bed. And some of you guys are probably wondering why my bed seems to always, in the mirror, be a complete mess. Well, the reason why is because I have two adorable cats, and I would love to do my bed, but I don't want to make them uncomfortable. I don't want to have to move them off my bed just to do my bed. But look at them. Look at these two. They're just so comfortable when in fact their bed is on that shelf, and I even have that soft bed down here in the corner. This is what I deal with. Lazy cats. I don't know, maybe I'm just lazy. Hey, speaking about being lazy though, guess what I just finished? I finally finished Season 3 of Attack on Titan. Oh boy, I've been kind of being lazy on this too, right? Here we already have up to like episode 4 or 5 of Season 4 of Attack on Titan, and I haven't even finished Attack on Titan Season 3? What's up with that? You know, it's really funny. I absolutely do love this series. Well, no, I like this series. For some reason, usually when I get into a new anime, I'll check out the dub, see how the story is, and then if it's really good, if I end up really falling in love with it, I'll change to the subtitles, and of course I would then read the manga, right? But the funny thing about Attack on Titan is, and I just think it's just because this type of anime usually isn't my style, like the whole gore and eating people and big gigantic weird creatures, it's usually just not my style. But something about the story really intrigues me, and while yes, I should probably read the subtitles, I'm really happy with the dub. And I used to read the manga, but I only got to the point where they captured the first female Titan, and then I was like, well, I like the story, but I really just want to watch the anime, and I just stopped from there. Like, I really kind of don't want to read the manga because I don't want to get spoiled for the anime. I'm really enjoying the anime. But let me know down in the comments below if you guys think I'm just crazy. If you guys think I should just sit down and read the manga, read the subtitles. For some reason, I just haven't. But in any case, this is a very interesting season. In it, we have not only learned what was absolutely going on with the Purity Kingdom and all of its royal history with the Titans, but we actually learned about what is actually going on with the entire world at this point. We now know what's down in the cellar. We now got to know, and it's a very intriguing story, guys. It really, really is. It's what keeps bringing me back to Attack on Titan. Even though I really do like it, I don't love it, but the story is so intriguing that I can't stop reading it forever. Can't stop coming back to it forever, right? It's really, really fantastic anime as well. Great animation. Even though I'm not really into gore, it's a great animation. What's really interesting though is the story that we actually ended up with from Season 3. And of course this is going to be my Season 3 review of Attack on Titan. So we not only learned that apparently the liquid that creates Titans is actually some sort of spinal fluid from the mother of all Titans, but if it's given to a royal being, then that royalty basically gains the memories and gains the personality of the first king, and the first king doesn't want to do anything about the Titans. And we actually understand from Eren's father why that is. And it's really interesting about Eren's father. It turns out that from these 3 books that he had down in the cellar, and it was really interesting, because here I thought we were going to learn like some ancient information about Titans, which I guess we did, but really it was just these 3 books, and we read one of them. I don't know if the story comes from all 3 of them, or if the other 2 books have more information that we just haven't found out yet. But it turns out that where we are in Attack on Titan, this entire huge landscape is nothing but a little island. And I actually really do like that, because to them, it's like all they've known. They think their place is huge. They see what's out there outside of the walls, and it looks massive, but they really don't know how massive it is. They're on just a tiny little island. And Eren's father actually came from the mainland. And what's really interesting is the people of the mainland don't like Eren's father, or their species, I'm gonna say, or their people, because apparently their ancestors made like they summoned the gods, right? They made deals with gods, but were they gods or were they devils? And because these people are descendants of what they consider to be devils, these people are looked down upon as nothing more but evil beings. Now, they do give them a chance to live, but their life is pretty much in a cage. And apparently the Titans came down, gave them special powers, and of course had kids, made them bear kids, and anyone who is a descendant of Titan, anyone who is a descendant from their blood, can turn into a Titan if they are in contact with spinal fluid from the mother Titan. Very, very weird, very, very interesting. And what happens after that is Eren's father, growing up, he finds out about this. He finds out that what the Titans really are, and he doesn't really believe that they were these evil devil beings, especially when he sees the people who were supposed to be in charge of him actually hurt and destroy his people, his family. His sister gets killed by one of them, and for what? Because she was different? Because she was apparently a monster, they believe? These are just people. He's just a kid. And it's a very, very tragic, very interesting story. And so he eventually finds a wife, he marries her, has a kid, and he tries to explain to his son that this isn't right. And with the powers of the Titans, they could actually free themselves. But the child is scared and actually turns them in. And they get sent away. And they finally found out where they get sent away to. They actually get sent away to the kingdom of the walls. The little bit of spinal fluid, they turn into their natural devil selves, the Titans, you know? And there's this one absolute fat jerk who killed not only Eren's father's sister, who was obviously Eren's aunt, but then years later, after years go by, he talks to him. He's like, yeah, I would hate it if something happened to my kid the same way that happened to yours, but I'm not killing humans. I'm killing monsters. He thinks that they're nothing but monsters. And when that happens, when he's just absolutely being just absolutely a jerk, a terrifying jerk, the officer behind him kicks him in the butt, throws him down the wall, and lets Eren's father go free. Tells him about what's really going on and how he has a Titan in him. And that Titan, and he even shows him that Titan's name is Attack Titan. And every, I think it was 13 years, it has to be passed down because the user will die. Very, very weird. Very, very interesting. Eren's father is given that Titan power. Of course, he has to eat him to gain that Titan power. And then he has to make it to the walls. He makes it to the walls, finds someone else. What's really interesting is that wife that he had before was in fact the monster that killed Eren's mother. And that Eren actually killed that monster. That is twisted and sad. This is such a twisted and sad story. And it's so bizarre. It's usually not my style of story, but I can't stop reading it. It is such, and I say reading it, watching it really. I can't stop at actually watching this anime. It's actually really fantastic. And I honestly have no excuse why I stopped watching it. I got to, I think, episode of 15, 16, and just my life kind of got busy after that, and then I, for some reason, forgot about Attack on Titan. I know it sounds crazy, but I forgot Attack on Titan was coming out, and then I heard about season 4 coming out, and I'm like, oh my god, I have to start watching it again. So I started watching 2 episodes for the past couple of weeks while doing a whole bunch of other stuff, and I finally caught up with season 3. Wow! I really never thought the story was gonna go that way. I thought it was going to be more or less, I don't know, the Titans were nothing but evil, and it turns out that Eren was actually not a son, not actually, his father actually wasn't his father. I thought he was gonna be the son of the king of Titans or something like that, and he was going to be able to rule the Titans and turn them not into mindless monsters, but actual, normal people again. I thought the story was gonna go completely 100% different than what it turned out to be. It's really interesting because I hear season 4 is going to be the end of the series. I'm really curious about what happens next. Now I'm talking about all of this, but I haven't even gotten to the biggest thing of all. Armin. Armin pretty much gave his life trying to stop the Colossal Titan and practically died. The fact that he was even alive, I was like, oh come on, there's no way you're gonna kill off my favorite character, Armin. But granted, they've killed off everyone else in this show practically, so I was really, really starting to tear up when I saw that Armin was burned to a crisp from that. And what was really interesting is actually, so they were going to give the spinal fluid to, of course, the commander. But the commander, he kind of refused it. He was on death's door anyway. He kind of refused it. The Captain Levi to actually change his mind about who to give the spinal fluid to. That surprised me. I didn't think that they were gonna do that. And what is up with the Beast Titan? Now, what is the Beast Titan story? and it turns out that the Beast Titan knows about Eren and Eren's father. What is their story? I'm very much interested in knowing what's going to happen next, especially with the character of Armin. Armin really stood up in this season, especially at the end of the show. He basically became a captain in his own right. And while, no, he's not going to replace Captain Levi or the general himself, but he has pretty much grown up a lot more than I thought he would. I really think that Armin is probably my absolutely favorite character. And of course, there's a lot more I could talk about with this season, but I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop there because there's just too much information for one little video. Let me know down in the comments below, what was your favorite part of Attack on Titan Season 3? And yes, I know, I'm late. I'm late to the party, but I am interested in Attack on Titan Season 4, and I'm probably going, I can't wait. I now can't wait for the dub. I'm probably going to go read the subtitles of Attack on Titan Season 4. I can't wait to find out where the story leads us. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know how strange of a story has Attack on Titan been. And I'm out for now. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out. Bye.